That's it. Put a bow on it. The night is complete. Week 6 of the Texas high school football season is officially in the books. That's right. I'm your host, Matt Tremmel, of tonight's post-game show, and I'm going to be taking you all around the Concho Valley to all the games, and you're going to find out what happened tonight. But before, of course, we get into all the action, I'll let you guys know that this show is brought to you by the Bass Bunch. So with that, let's go to a message from Jim Bass Ford.
Do you have a child with special needs? Well, we have a special day of fun just for you. It's the Fall Festival for Children with Special Needs, sponsored by Jim Bass Ford and San Angelo Live. Join us at Jim Bass Ford Thursday, October 26th from 4:30 to 6:30 p.m. for games, prizes, refreshments, and candy, free for children with special needs and their families. The 2023 Fall Festival at Jim Bass Ford at the corner of Houston Hart and Arden Road. Don't miss it.
And, of course, thank you, Jim Bass Ford, for always being a sponsor of our show. We're going to go into Wall Mason first down in the Puncher Dome. It was a heartbreaking loss there for the Wall Hawks, but if you're a Mason Puncher fan, well, you're probably pretty happy. We're going to go down to the field where Ryan Chadwick is down there, and we're going to get a coach interview, and we're going to see what happened. Let's go ahead and go down there.
I'm here with head coach of the Mason Punchers, Michael McLoud, after a huge win against longtime rival Wall Hawks. Coach, just give me your overall thoughts on the game.
Man, what a marathon. You know, we knew it was going to come 4 quarters for them. I have a lot of respect for those coaches, their program, their community. We were excited about the opportunity this year, playing a bigger school. It's always hard for us to, kind of get the edge on them. And, we were confident this year that we had the team to do it. And the kids came out and executed really well, and just couldn't be more proud of their effort and just their execution tonight.
Coach, on the last, basically the entire second half, what was the message to that defense? Completely shut out Wall's offense, even though you gave up the yards into the red zone each time.
Our whole deal was fight tonight. I wanted our kids to fight, and then going into halftime at 7-7. I said, well, we got to do 2 things in the second half, and that's fight and finish. The kids had a great week of preparation, and, man, their ability to execute game plans and give max effort, and, all hats off to our coaches and our kids for executing that and finishing out the game.
Coach, y'all are now, sitting at 6-0, moving into district. Realistically, how far could this team go this year?
It's a funny question, but we're going to take one game at a time. I know we got some competition coming up in district. We don't want to get too ahead of ourselves. But obviously the hope is there, the excitement's there. We've created a little buzz now, and we got work to do. This kind of really put us on the map now, as far as who to look for, and I know our kids are excited about that. I know they'll be welcoming that challenge. We got an open week next week, and so we're welcoming that for sure. It's been a long 6 weeks, with 6 games in a row. We got 6 wins, and we're going to rest up, kind of work on us a little bit, and then we're going to get ready for that second part of the season.
Yeah, well, everyone here in the Concho Valley hopes that we see y'all really deep in the playoffs. But congratulations on the win, Coach. And again, this has been head coach of the Mason Punchers, Coach McLoud.
Thank you.
All right, and then right back down there, let's see what Chadwick has to say. Chadwick, how do you wrap this thing up?
Well, there is a final score out here at the Puncher Dome in Mason, and the Wall Hawks have fallen to the Mason Punchers tonight, 14-7. Wall moved the ball well in the second half, but turnovers just killed the Hawks over and over. Mason played great on defense. They made the plays they needed to on offense when their defense gave them the opportunities. Wall drove down inside Mason's 15-yard line twice in the second half and left with no points, as on both drives they turned the ball over. Wall had one final opportunity with less than 2 minutes to go to drive 88 yards for another touchdown. They made it about to midfield with just under a minute left, and the Hawks unfortunately threw an interception at that time to seal the win for Mason. It's a big win for the Punchers in this rivalry tonight, and these Wall Hawks look frustrated. It looks like they're going to have to go back to the drawing board a little bit to get ready for next week.
And of course, normally Destination Ford of Brady is our Brady sponsor, but they let us go out to Mason this week for the Mason Puncher versus Wall game, so go show them some love over there. Of course, Brady's hometown car dealership is the leader is manager Mark Smith. He and his team are 100% behind the Brady Bulldogs, and every week Destination Ford of Brady offers the Bulldog deal. This week, we're going to change it up a little bit, and we're going to call it the Puncher deal. And the Puncher deal is the 2023 Ford F-150 that comes with a 3.9% interest with approved credit and $2,000 in bonus cash. Mark Smith said there are 14 trucks on the lot right now in 9 different colors and 14 different options. This extensive coverage of the Mason Puncher Wall football game is brought to you by Destination Ford of Brady. 110 South Bridge Street in downtown Brady is where you can go get that Puncher deal. Okay, and of course, the next game we're going to go to is out in Sterling City. Ernesto Rodriguez is down there on the field. The Eagles were able to pull this one off in a huge win. So with that, let's go ahead and kick it down there.
This is Ernesto here with Coach Cisco after a great win tonight. Just here to get the coach's thoughts. Tell us about how you handled the adversity and what your thoughts were in this game.
Man, the kids played hard. I'm proud of them. We had some stuff we had to change up, and they adjusted well, and especially in the second half, I thought defense did really well. Offense, we threw in a few new wrinkles, and I think we improved tonight, and hopefully going forward we'll get better.
Well, that's great, Coach. We're glad you spent some time with us here, and enjoy the win.
Thank you.
And of course, our Sterling City coverage tonight is brought to you by Hartman Roofing. At Hartman Roofing, the proof is in the roof. From residential houses to commercial buildings, Hartman Roofing is the roofer you can trust to do it right the first time. To get a quote today, call Hartman Roofing at 325-653-2888. All right, let's get to very best. We don't have a lot of highlights from this one, but we were able to get the final touchdown for the Falcons. They were playing the Paint Rock Indians tonight in Paint Rock, undefeated coming into the game, so a lot of expectations in this one. We're going to go ahead and show you that play. It was the final touchdown for the Falcons, like I said. Just a pass right there, and he takes it all the way for about 60 yards, and the score, of course, very best, was able to win this game. Another big game that we had tonight was in Brownwood. Stephenville Yellow Jackets versus the Brownwood Lions. This game is wrapped up and final. So let's go down to James Bellini. First, we'll hear his take on everything, and then we'll jump right into that coach interview.
Hey, all right, Coach. Stephenville won 27-17. 3-2 team. Didn't play like a 3-2 team.
Well, you know, we play some really good football teams, and we've got a young team that has gotten better and better every week. You know, we really don't care about records this time of year. Non-district schedule, finishing it out, and you know, now ready. Everybody's 0-0 heading into district play.
All right, quarterback went down. Your backup went down. You had your third string quarterback out there. Also, your linebacker. What's going through your head at that moment?
You know, just trying to make the best plan for our kids to be successful. And so credit to the staff, credit to the players, doing some things that they haven't done in quite some time. You know, Hudson hadn't played QB since our second scrimmage because really he took on a starting role on defense. And really with that being a 3, you know, we didn't expect to have to use him. But just so proud of our team. Their fight, resiliency, junkyard dogs, back was up against the wall, came out fighting.
Yeah, speaking of, this is a rivalry game, you know, as a name, Battle 377, man. What's it feel to win that game?
Oh, it's just such a credit. I'm so proud of our community, so proud of our, just our whole group because, you know, a lot of people were counting us out, but, you know, at the end of the day, all that matters is what's going on in those walls, what's going on in the field house, and how we're preparing to be successful. And our guys definitely did that.
All right, thank you, Coach.
Gross.
Right now, get 15% off carpet cleaning from Carpet Tech.
James Bellini here in Brownwood, where the Brownwood Lions just lost to Stephenville 27-17. Pretty much stalemate. Stephenville was up 17-14 at the half, and then they just continued to put it on. Brownwood did make like a 50-yard field goal to tie it up at 17. Then Stephenville came out, hit number 1 Gentry for a long touchdown, and it was over after that. Stevensville just played very well. Brownwood couldn't really get much going offensively, and they're very conservative. Coaching out the punting unit a lot. Other than that, just a tough one. But hey, it's the Battle 377. It's got a name for a reason. Other than that, that's it.
All right, now let's wrap this thing up, get into some scores. That's what everybody wants to see. Lubbock Estacado beat Sweetwater tonight 49-14. Brownwood, Stephenville still tied there in this, what we're seeing here, but of course we went over the final score with that one earlier. John Paul II and Harper 19-9 Harper. McCamey Lamesa 25-46 McCamey. Big Spring Seminole 25-44 Seminole wins. Lakey Erie County 60-22 Erie County. Reagan County and Kermit 34-19 Kermit. Midland Greenwood and Lakeview 52-6. The boys from the north side go all the way to Abilene, but unfortunately couldn't get it done. Abilene High beat Amarillo Tascosa 42-20. Sterling City Water Valley, final score there 41-14. El Dorado Wink 42-14 Wink. Lameda and Eden 42-28 Lameda. Roscoe and Junction, 2014, close game there. Roscoe brings it home. Pearsall and Stockdale, 21-14 Stockdale. Mason and Wall, what a heartbreaking loss for the Wall Hawks. Second loss of the year. Mason remains undefeated, 14-7. Andrews and Canyon, 35-14 Canyon. Paint Rock and Very Best, 47-22 Very Best. Benjamin Lorraine, 61-16 Benjamin. Robert Lee and Brunt, 51-6. That one ended early. Rochelle and Moran, 52-0 Rochelle. Rising Star beats Woodson, 54-8. Nueces Canyon and Menard, 59-14 Menard. Borden County and Abbott, big scores here, 78-56. Abbott wins. Canyon Randall Canyon Randall against Canadian, 69-28 Canadian. Hempstead and Johnson City, 41-7 Johnson City. And like we said, still waiting on that Blackwell Panther Creek. If you know it, let us know. Of course, you can go back and see all these scores on SanAngeloLive.com/scores. Also, all the highlights from all the games tonight will be on San Angelo Live tonight on write-ups. So go look for them. That's Wall Mason, Stephenville versus Brownwood, and then, of course, Water Valley and Sterling City. Guys, this has been one heck of a Week 6. We saw some really good action from the teams that were here. Of course, we had Central at a bye. TLCA had a bye. But next week, they're back, so expect all the action that Cover One's going to bring you. Of course, Central plays Thursday, so we'll have an early show on Thursday. Make sure you tune in for that one. I'm Matt Trammell. I'm your Cover One host for the post-game show. We want to shout out all our stringers who are at games tonight: James Bellini, Ryan Chadwick, Ernesto Rodriguez, of course, our scorekeepers, Yantis Green, Joe Hyde, Judy Hyde, and all the team here at San Angelo Live that make this thing run. We want to thank them. Also, all of our sponsors for making all this possible. We want to thank them as well. The Cover One crew will be back next Thursday. We'll see you then.